So as you can see, it's a really foggy morning here in Sydney. Here's a train. We're going to take this all the way into Circular Quay and cruise in the harbour. The unique thing about Sydney is they have these two-storey trains. They have an upper and a lower deck. It's a Sunday morning and we're going to sit right here. Sydney has a really comprehensive network of railways. However, on this particular day, there was a lot of railway maintenance going on, so the train took a little longer to get to the central station. So we've just got off the train and have a look what's behind us. My goodness, how does it get any better than this? That is Sydney Harbour Bridge right there. The Opera House is just on there in the corner. We're going to go and check it out. There is a lot of ferry options to be able to catch in Sydney here. There's so many different ferries going to so many different places. Trouble is trying to pick a place. So today I've picked one. I'm going to go to Manly, wherever that is, the other side of the harbour, and I'm going to go and check that out. Here we are, the ferry. Let's see if we can get a seat up the top. There is a bird on the ferry, a legit bird. Oh, he's got a bug foot. There is a reason why I'm on this ferry today, and why I went to Manly. See, when I was a kid, there was this movie, my favourite movie ever, called Reckless Kelly. And in that movie, there was this song called Reckless. In that song, it talks about a ferry cutting its way across to Manly from Circular Quay. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come and catch this ferry today across to Manly. I don't know what it was designed to look like, but to me it looks like a sailing ship's sails or something. So quite often when I'm travelling, something will catch my eye. When I've come across to Manly Beach today, this sign behind me up here, this love heart, has caught my eye. So I wanted to come and check it out and see what the view looks like. But in doing that, I found something really cool that I really want to show you. Come check this out. Wow, I can't believe there's like a hidden cave here. This thing's cool. I have to like kneel down a little bit because I'm very tall, I'm 6'3", so my head would hit the top if I stood right up. Let's see where it goes. Whoa. Have a look at this. So I climbed up a little bit further from the cave, and this is what I found. It doesn't go too much further, but it is a really nice view. I'm not going to try and go any further because these rocks are quite steep and I don't want to fall and die because I'm just here by myself. So I would hate to get a helicopter to come and have to rescue me or something like that from here. When these waves are crashing, it's making this beautiful rainbow in the mist. I'm not sure if the camera will be able to pick it up, but it's definitely something that is just incredible. You don't realise it's there until the waves smash. Wow. Did you see it? Alright, so now it's time for me to go back through the cave and I'm going to go find something to eat because it's lunchtime and I'm getting quite hungry. Let's go. This is really cool. This is at the top end of Manly, so if you want to come and explore this place for yourself, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And look, back out to this beautiful beach. Gorgeous waves. And it's winter time. There's these really cool rock pools. I'm hoping to find a crab or something in there, but I don't think there's anything at the moment. So I just finished climbing all of these rocks with my slippers on, these Ugg boots. I think I have the most adventurous spirit of anyone I know. Or a death wish. There is this beautiful saltwater pool behind me. I think it defeats the purpose of having a pool right next to the beach, but I suppose the kids have to have somewhere to play that's safe where they're not going to get eaten by sharks. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. So it's about time I give an explanation of why I'm wearing this ridiculous Russian looking outfit. It's because where I was staying this morning in the Blue Mountains, it was actually like 2 degrees. So I decided it was a bit cold. I'd put on my typical Australian checkered sweater and this really warm hat and my Ugg boots. This is Australia's winter right now. We are in the heart of winter. It's the coldest it's gonna get. And yet it's like 25 degrees here in Manly, and there's people swimming all over the beach, they're surfing, they're doing all sorts of crazy stuff. There's probably a bit of sharks out there too, because the sharks are a cold water creature. So this is one of the beautiful things about living in Australia. Okay, so there is one thing you need to watch out for in Australia, which every Australian hates, and that is seagulls. These bloody buggers, they'll come and steal your chips, they'll get right up to you, they're not afraid, they're just a pest. Absolute pest. Nobody likes them. Go away. So one thing that I find really hard to deal with here in Sydney, and particularly Manly, is the amount of tourists and the amount of people here. It's absolutely crazy, and it feels like you could be in China. And that, my friends, is Sydney done right. What a day. The Shopper Hopper. I think my mum would love this boat the most out of all of the boats in Sydney Harbour. She'd be going to every shop in Sydney. So I had a great time in Sydney. I've just made it back to my train station here in the Blue Mountains, and it was a fantastic time. Highly recommend Sydney. It is a really, really beautiful spot. Darling Harbour is just amazing. Like the water, just being on the water, being around the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, it's just an incredible experience. Something I think that each and every one of you should be able to check out once in your life at least. It does have its drawbacks. There is a lot of people, but it is a really beautiful place. Nature there is incredible. I did feel a little overwhelmed with how many people and tourists there were, but on the whole, Sydney is well worth visiting. If you like big cities, this is a place for you. I'm Steve Domo. Until next adventure, take care. Peace.